Thanks for looking, guys. These are my drawings. They all have a different name, a different story. So the year leading up, going into my senior year, I made the decision in the shower. I was like, what if I sold my drawings? I've always loved to draw. So I remember it was actually like, there's a market that was, probably still happens on Sundays by the pavement, like the thrift store. And there was this lady that was selling her art. I was looking at it and it was a very different type of art than mine. One that I wasn't necessarily like a particularly huge fan of. I was just like got into conversation with her and started asking her questions about what she does. She's like, yeah, I started doing this a few months ago and like now it's my full-time job. I just sell my art. And immediately there's like this, I want to do that. I am Sam Berg. My full name is Samuel Hilliard Berg. That's it. I'm an artist. Whenever people ask me, I usually just say like, I draw and I sell my drawings for a living. I'm self-employed. So I run my own art business. And I imagine that to some people, when I tell the story of like, the reality is every month, I'm living month to month. Like I don't know every month if I'm going to pay rent. And when I say that, people go, oh, that sounds scary. Like, I don't like that.
Hello, my name is Garrett. The end goal of art, well, definitely not money, in my opinion, should be to move people and cause either a disturbance, a conversation, or like get people talking about something and something like important.
I was like, what do I feel like the deeper purpose or meaning of my art, what I want it to be. And the thesis is basically that I want to instigate or be a catalyst for connection and to act as a vessel for people to come together. It's an idea of like, at some point in your life, you get a phone call and that phone call will change your life. Good or bad, doesn't matter. I was just like a moment in the shower. I was like, oh my God, like I don't want to do anything else. Thank you so much. It'll go directly to paying my rent. I had these conversations with people where I'm thinking, I don't know how much you would talk about this to other people, but for whatever reason, they feel like they can open themselves up to me. This reminds me of a story actually, which was I was selling art on the street in South Congress one time, and there was this girl that came up and she read my writings and she just started crying. She was like trying to move out the house and she was just so sad. You know, I don't remember the specifics of the conversation, but I remember this feeling of like a deep, profound sense that this young person was very self-aware and came from a very deeply hurting family that was not. We got into a very long and deep conversation about love and life and the meaning of life. But either way, right? Like I wouldn't have met her had I not been selling art on the street that day. Oh, that was called The End.
I love it.
I'm happy that you like it.
It's stunning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys. What are you up to?
It was simple yet complex, if that makes any sense. Where like, he wasn't very technical. He used line and contrast and texture in a way where like, you know, it close up, it's just a scribble, but like when you take a step back, it makes like a bigger, you know, something. It makes a bigger picture portrait.
The only commitment I have is to do loving things and to love people and to love my life and to understand when I'm afraid and to connect to that understanding. And there's not like, if there's a relationship in my life that I feel is broken or there's hurt there, I can put love into that and listen to it. And the same thing with my art and myself. So that's what I want to do. And I love telling people, I'm just going to do this till I drop dead one day. Like that's kind of the only goal. And it's kind of, I think it can scare some people because it's like, what? Like, I don't know. But it makes me, I feel very happy.
Well, I heard about a man from Tennessee